Hey man, say man, what's the play, man? Season 2, what it do? Gotta stay true. We got a special guest here today. One of our special guests that were actually at our Next Up show a few weeks ago. I'm gonna let her speak for herself, like I did on stage, and let her know let the people know actually who she is. So who do we have here today?
We have just Mattie here, and I'm all the way from Tulia, Texas.
Speak up.
And yeah, I'm just Mattie's, and I came from Tulia, Texas.
Tulia, Texas. And then we have your dad here too, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you supporting the platform and reaching out to me. We initially met when we brought Cole Gotti out, actually a year ago today, to be honest, you know. So I just want to salute your growth and salute your journey. I've actually had people talk to me about you guys along the way, even up to this day, you know what I'm saying? So I'll let you introduce yourself as well.
What's up? Name Ricky, aka White Boy, here with my daughter Just Mattie and 806ers. We trying to take over this side of Texas, west side, east side, and do our thing. Get everybody on the map this way.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So, Coach Drake out of Dallas was one of the people that initially brought you up to me after watching you guys perform in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and tell us a little bit about. I mean, you got to stay on the road. You got to stay traveling. You know what I'm saying? Tell us about some of those experiences.
Let me talk.
Okay.
So basically, once we had brought my niece with me.
Speak up.
Once we brought my niece with me, it was just so uncomfortable. It was hard for us to go to sleep, and whenever we did fall asleep, Tay's knees was all up in my stomach, and it was hurting. And whenever we be having to traveling, because our car ain't got no AC, whenever we be traveling, it be hot. And me and Tay just be like, oh, can we get out?
We want to talk about Coach Drake and your performance.
Well, he said talk about my experience.
Okay.
So you guys are out of Tulia. That's one of the cities out here in West Texas.
Yes, sir.
I guess tell us about Tulia. You guys are the first artist I'm actually dealing with out of Tulia. You know what I'm saying? How far is that from Lubbock?
Well, we 76 miles from Lubbock, 52 miles from Amarillo, and she's been messing with the music since she was little, just playing with her cousins and stuff and uncles and stuff. Been messing with it, and she finally realized that she want to do it. So
I've been wanting to do it, but when I was a kid, I just wanted to play all day.
So where did it kind of begin? Like, who kind of inspired you to get into music?
Baby Kaylee.
Okay. Do you remember your first song that you written?
Like my very first song?
Your very first song.
Yes. It's called Life is Hard. It don't really got like a whole bunch of lyrics. It's like a 30-second song, you know?
Huh?
But that song, my dad was filming it on Facebook because I was just messing around and everything. And someone had stole that song, and it turns out it ended up on an app that helps people learn how to rap, and that was my music, but someone else stole it.
That's crazy. I actually have an experience where I was watching P Valley, and I seen a song that I own on the show as well, and I'm like, hold up, man, let me take that back. That can't be what I heard. So even going back to Tulia, have you guys ever seen the starter pack meme?
The starter what now?
The starter pack meme. So it has 4 squares, and it has 4 things that are stereotypically that describe the city, or 4 things that you need to survive in that city. Let me get your Tulia, Texas 2022 starter pack.
What happened?
what it takes to.
Oh, mine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So number 1, you gotta be able to survive in the heat. Number 2, you can't be scared to be dirty because our town is just dusty. And number 3, you gotta watch out for snakes during snake season. Number 4, there be more bugs than it's usually supposed to be.
Real? Okay. So that's the Tulia Texas starter pack. So even on like the, I guess on the musical note, you guys said that you remember your first song. So what kind of made you want to even get to music, Just Mattie?
I don't know. It's just ever since I was like a baby, I love listening to music, and I guess I just wanted to give people that same feeling.
So do you write your own music?
Yes.
So you write everything for real?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's wild, cause I know artists that they still have their stuff written by other people. So like, what kind of inspires your songs, or how do you come up with them?
Usually it's some stuff in life, or sometimes I'll just like, most of my like previous music is stuff that's been going on. Like once I feel like I was going crazy. Another time I was just, sometimes I'll write a song for like if I'm going to perform for like a certain reason, I'll write a song for that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long does it take you to write a song?
My first song, it took me about 2 days to write. My second song, probably about a day. My third song, that took a night and some hours up in the mornings.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. So, do you consider yourself a rapper, or do you consider yourself a singer? Or maybe even a fusion of both.
Yes.
So, how do you decide if you want to rap on a track or sing on a track? Because it's crazy because I watched you sing, but it wasn't until I was hearing you sing the song earlier that I was like, oh yeah, she's a singer too.
So it really depends on how the beat starts and how it flows and everything. Like if it's a soft melody beat, I'll sing it, but if it's soft at the beginning and then it's like boom, 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 like in between the middle and stuff, that's when I'll like start rapping.
Okay. Are you in choir in school?
And our school don't got no choir.
Wow, are you serious? That was one of the things that really made me even transition into professional music. Was I was in choir all the way to high school, and then even in the university choir too. You know what I'm saying? So I really do believe in the fine arts and things like that. So how do you channel your creative side?
Okay, so there's like a whole bunch of different meanings for channel. I'm not talking about like the TV channel, but like you talk about how do I like get it out of me?
Yeah.
Mostly if I'm like watching like TV or something, or I'm like with my friends playing, or we bored at the house, I'll be like messing around and we start getting creative with stuff. It just sort of kind of like comes out of nowhere sometimes. And sometimes I'll be trying to think so hard I can't even be creative. And I just be mad at myself.
I know how that definitely goes. Do you freestyle any?
Sometimes.
So everything's kind of like written down, or do you kind of memorize it?
You talk about freestyle like just go, or like written down and memorized?
Well, I guess even the fusion of the both. But at first I was speaking about the gist of it.
Freestyle, like me, like freestyle battle, man.
Oh yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah, I can freestyle. I freestyle rap with my dad about school.
Yeah. Okay, give me a little freestyle right now. Let me hear a little something.
I was expecting that, but I wasn't expecting that.
But now it came.
About what?
Something in this room, so that way they know that you didn't write it per se.
On the way here.
Yeah, tell us about the way here.
It was hot up in that car, yeah. Hey, it was hot up in that car, yeah. It was a 1 hour drive in 2 minutes. It was a 1 hour drive in 2 minutes. I can't believe that it was so hot up in that car. There was no AC. Yeah, that's how I basically got it.
Yeah. I could definitely do that. I like that. I dig that. So what's it like in the studio? So like, what are the vibes when you're in the studio, when you're actually creating the song? You know what I'm saying? What's the process like for you?
It really depends, cause like if my parents are there, they gonna tell me to chill out. They gonna tell me to like sort of like dial it down. Cause if I'm in the studio with my cousin DeCarlos, I be jumping around and stuff, and it just be like rawr. And they be like, chill out, so you don't break his stuff. I be like, okay. But if I'm there by myself, I be like, yeah.
So do you like write to the beat, or do you come with like a pre-written song?
if I'm in the studio, I'm gonna write to the beat. If I'm just like at my house trying to think of thinking of words, cause sometimes I just be singing stuff sometimes out of nowhere, and it don't even be a song, and I just end up rapping and singing it, and so it really it depends on where I am.
Yeah, that's cool.
She always talking, singing to her mama. That's the main thing.
Okay. Did you ever want to rap, Ricky?
No, I'm a beat man.
Okay.
I love the beats.
Have you made any beats for her?
No, not yet, but I'm gonna start working on it. We had a guy up here, Load, made one and everything.
It's your interview. You don't have to raise your hand.
Okay. So the reason he was gonna make my beats originally, but once I kind of quit doing music when I was probably about 7 or 8, I kind of put it on pause. He took down the studio in my room and he gave my stuff to my cousin DeCarlos. And yeah.
Why'd you stop making music?
Because all I really wanted to do was playing stuff.
She's got a pretty good one. She remember found it to that what's that song? What, the Greyhound?
Oh. Y'all remember
what's that song name?
It was called.
What's that dude?
You talk. I know who you talk about.
The dude ride the horse and stuff.
It's called. I know you talk about. We were gonna make. Yes, we were gonna make a remix to his song "Old Town Road," and I forgot what the title was. It wasn't no Old Town Road. It was something about Old Town Field.
Take my greyhounds to the. They're gonna take my greyhounds to the.
That's too long.
No, I'm just saying. What was it? Take my greyhounds to the.
Old Town Field.
Go across the tracks and let her run this jack.
Yeah, I forgot it though. That would have been a good song too. I just forgot it.
So you do a lot of traveling. I've seen you perform, even before I met you, perform in front of different crowds. What's the biggest crowd that you performed in front of? Or where?
Maybe in Dallas at the Chocolate Lounge. Those are probably some of my biggest crowds because the Chocolate Lounge, when I say some of my biggest crowds, you could hardly even move unless you on stage.
Yeah.
That's how crowded it be.
Shout out to the Chocolate Lounge, and that's even how I even heard about you. Shout out to the Space as well from 979. What was it like performing at a radio station event? You guys have done it a few times, right?
Yes, sir. And we honestly, I was kind of nervous, but at the same time, it was exciting.
Exciting?
Yeah, that's pretty much all of it. It was nervous, it was exciting,
that's what we
and I was scared.
That's where we met Coach Drake at the Chocolate Lounge.
I actually know the Chocolate Lounge through Coach Drake.
Yeah.
So when Chocolate Lounge, I was like, that's Drake doing right there. So how do you kind of dial down the nervousness and the anxiety when you get on stage? Because you were the first performer we had at our show. You know what I'm saying? You didn't seem too scared to me.
At this one place I had performed, I don't know what it was called because it was at Miss Lee's husband's or boyfriend. I don't even know how they. But yeah, it was at his B-Day bash, and
I think that was the Culture Lounge.
Culture Lounge.
Yeah. She had told me instead of don't look directly into anybody's eyes. You can avoid them. You can look at the roof. You can look beside them. You can look at the floor. Sort of kind of how I'm avoiding your eyes.
They're a little razzle dazzle, you know what I'm saying? I've actually used that advice as well. Not from her, but that's one of the techniques I use too. Because you're always gonna get nervous whenever you get in front of a crowd, no matter if you do it 100 times or if you've done it one time. You know what I'm saying? So what is your goal musically? So is it become a Drake, or are you just doing it from the heart, or where do you see yourself going with this?
What I mainly want to do and where I want to go, I do want to be like Drake, but I want to be bigger than Drake. I want to be me, you know? But what I mainly why I wanted to do it is because I know when you in the music game, you make a lot of money. And when I say a lot of money, I mean you be getting that cheese. And I have this thing about helping out the children in the hospitals, the homeless, the people who really homeless, not the people that be faking it, and
For real.
and yeah.
Okay. So what would you do for the homeless then?
I would probably, if I get enough money, like if I start getting like billions, trillions, and all that, I'd probably buy them like a little starter house, get them some furniture, get them some new clothes, and I'd probably give them enough money to probably pay their bills for like probably like a year.
That's cool. So are you guys working on any projects, any upcoming singles, videos?
There's this one song, it's called Wolves. This song got inspired from I was gonna call it Descendants, from Zombies 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's about these wolves, and they sung this one song, and it inspired me to write my own song about wolves.
What was the wolf your favorite animal?
Yeah, probably, because wolves and dogs are alike, but wolves, I don't know what it is. They just like, I don't know. It's so confusing.
So what's your next project gonna be called?
My next project,
Mm-hmm.
like my next music video, not music video, but my next song.
Okay, you wanna go with the song, or even like the next album, or like are you working on an album?
What's an album?
All your songs put together, like a CD.
Huh?
Like all your songs put together and stuff.
Oh.
Or your next project?
My next project is, I don't know, he be handling that.
So you like your daddy? You like having your daddy as your manager?
Yes, this is my daddy's shirt, and
Daddy
people be asking me, what's it called? When am I doing this? Where am I doing this? I'll be like, I don't know, my daddy be handling that.
You know, it's always good to have somebody close to you and that has your best interest looking out for you too. You know, this game is very, very vulturous. You know what I'm saying?
What is vulturous?
Man, they'll eat you up, spit you out. You know, they're preying on you. You know what I'm saying? People are looking for their own gain at your expense.
Looking out for themselves.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if you could have one dream feature, what would that be?
I'm sorry, I'm only 10. I have no idea what that means.
Who do you really, really want to work with?
Like work with?
Yes.
Sing or movie or
Like if you can have one artist on your track, like if you got signed today and they're like, let us know who you want us to put you in the studio with, who would you tell them?
There's a lot of them, but if it had to be only one, let me see. It'd probably be, it's really out of two people's. It'd probably be out of Beyonce and Cardi B.
Okay. Beyonce just recently dropped an album, I think yesterday, or a project yesterday. Did you get a chance to hear it? Any of that? Okay, go ahead and check it out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Beyonce. She's a Texas star, and icon here in the hip hop game, and you are a future hip hop icon. You know what I'm saying? I want to let you know I'm very proud of you. And just even your command on stage and even how you handle yourself, you act well beyond your years. So for the new fans, the old fans, and the hating folks, because you don't come to see, those are your true fans. Where can they find you on social media? Where can they look up your like your music to kind of tap in with you?
I'm on all the whatchamacallits, I don't know what it's called.
The streaming sites or
Yes.
social media?
And y'all can find me at Just Mattie. That's double S, and my name ain't spelled like M-A-D-D.
spell it out.
It's M-A-T-T-I-E. J-U-S-S-T-M-A-T-T-I-E.
How you come up with that name?
Originally, I didn't want that to be my name.
How did you come up with it though?
I didn't.
Tell
Well,
me
I
how,
did,
though.
but I didn't.
Your
My cousin, we went over to tell my cousin about what we was doing and everything, and that we was, cause that day we had finished one of my tracks. We went over to tell her, and she said instead of my name being Queen M, I think it should have been just Mattie, cause letting them know that it's just Mattie.
I can definitely dig that. So, if you can give advice, I guess, to a 5-year-old you, what advice would you give yourself?
Persevere. Don't look back. If you mess up on some music or something, just keep going and don't stop. Keep persevering.
Definitely dig that. Like I said before, you're definitely above all your years. I know you're gonna look back on this interview in the future and you're gonna laugh, but then you'll see that you actually been on the path to greatness, career going. I just want to salute you too, Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Doing a great job. Tulia Texas should be very proud of both of you. You know what I'm saying? And I know we're gonna continue to lock in, and I know I'm gonna see you go very far. Great interview.
You like to say thanks to anybody?
Huh?
Like to say thanks to anybody?
You got any shout outs?
I want to shout out to Spaceboy Fresh, Coach Drake, my family, God, especially, you.
Got to.
Yeah. I was trying to think of your name because I don't know your name.
About the concert.
The 806er, but
806.
you have the I guess the concert on August 13th. And I think that's the first annual Just Mattie concert. You want to talk about that?
Yes, sir. What's the address?
I gotta look it up. It's at the VFW, Tulia, Texas.
Whenever you drive on your way to El Burrito, you gonna look to the side. You gonna see a nail salon, a spa day. Then you're gonna see another building. Then probably about one street after that, you probably gonna be close to El Burrito. You gonna look to this side, and yeah, you gonna look to your right, and you gonna see a building that says VFW, and that's where we're gonna be at.
And what time should it show up?
I have no clue.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock in the morning?
Doors will open up at 9 p.m.
Oh.
We got a nice lineup.
Okay. And for any artists that kind of want to get on, how can they contact you, Ricky?
Well, they can get in touch with you, 806ers, or look me up on Facebook, Ricky, R-I-C-K-E-Y, Smith, and just get in touch with one of us and see what we can do with y'all.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to give you a shout out, 806er.
Appreciate it.
Space Boy, Coach. If it wouldn't be for y'all, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. And like she said, main one thing is God.
Amen. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna all go far through him, you know what I'm saying? Like once again, I just want to salute you guys. You guys are putting Tulia Texas on the map. You guys are the first artist I'm actually meeting from Tulia Texas, and one of the youngest, it might be the youngest artist we've actually had on the platform. So we're making history in multiple ways.
Yeah.
In multiple ways.
We got a new one coming out, God Bless America. Y'all need to check that out. It'll be on YouTube next week and all the mainstream.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Also about the 13th concert, or the August 13th concert. If y'all pay now, I don't know what my mama's thingy is, but if y'all pay now, if y'all cash out my mama, that's $5. But if y'all go to the door, it's $10.
Real business one right there. And you might as well cash in on them on the pre-sale tickets and get that for the $5. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
Don't forget the concert August the 6th with 806ers.
Oh yeah, we're going up big time.